It's the far Northland that's a-callin' me away, as take I with my pack-sack to the road. It's the call on me of the forests in the north, as step I with the sunlight for my load. By Lake Duncan and Clearwater to the Bearskin I will go, where you see the loon and hear its plaintive wail. If you're thinking in your inner heart, I swagger in my step, you've never been along the border trail.
My name is Fletcher Bartholomew. I was born in 1918. I went through high school and then into the military and was a test pilot in the Second World War. Served in India at the Hindustan Aircraft in Bangalore. And when I came home, I found that everyone was going to college because of the GI Bill, so it was most important to go to one that was better known, and was lucky enough to be accepted at MIT for the fall of '46. Graduated in 1950. Since then, I've been in aviation until recent retirement in 1982. Yesterday, which was April 26, 1999, my daughter Gail asked me to give her a little talk on the things that I've been interested in and writing about for a number of years. These are subjects that come out of different genius of the past, and when you put them together in a certain way and see how they work together, we come up with a conclusion that is in my book that is of importance today with regard to what's happening in Western civilization, in my opinion. And that is that there is a need in human life, in human thought, to recognize that we human beings are supported by two major fields of knowledge. One is the physical sciences, which we obviously have needed a great deal to get where we are. The other is the spiritual realm, which is sustaining us at least as much, if not more, than the physical realm. So that's what I'm aiming at in the things I'm talking about today. And one statement that I use in my book that is in 1927, for the first time, scientists attempting to formulate a consistent physics were forced by their own findings to acknowledge that a complete understanding of reality lies beyond the capability of rational thought. And of course, rational thought is the whole, the basis and substance of all scientific work. My book, Iconoclast, is based on a theory of a Russian named Nicholas Berdyaev, who was standing up for the independent existence of religious thought in the Soviet Union. He believes that the Renaissance, which started in about 1350 and is assumed in our educational system to have existed for about 300 years, continued as the key guide through Western civilization's development until the present time, and the gradual belief by the middle of the 19th century that really science has replaced religion, and religion is now kind of an old-fashioned, weak myth that we are above now and shouldn't be hampered by. This has gradually continued beyond the time when in 1877 Ernst Haeckel pronounced that we know now, the scientist knows now what a man is and then humankind is. And he named a few chemicals and he said if these are properly organized and sustained, they become man or human beings. and divinity is passé and can be thrown out. So that, to me, was the beginning of the new religion for scientific humanism, which I borrow and give Hutchins credit for. But the fact is that Haeckel said the human being is some carbon and various chemicals, sulfur or whatever. What he neglected to mention, and apparently was unaware of, was that these elements are mysteries. We don't know what they are. We can describe their performance. And we define them in terms of their performance with other elements. This, we say, is the definition of copper and what it does know that. It is the description of copper and its phenomenal performance. We get to the point where there is Leconte de Noy, who puts it more simply. We must remember, he said, our picture of the universe is a human picture. And we are limited, first of all, by our senses and by our language, which uses a time and a place in almost every sentence. There was Leonardo da Vinci, who said, science can observe, but it cannot explain. And I think that there is a great wealth of spiritual wonderment that comes when you realize that there is so much more to life than we can discuss in our terms. To me, the things that are most valued in terms of goals for living are the very things that prevent our development. They are the results of the sterilizing of life by the new religion for scientific humanism, because it leaves out the invisible but sustaining spiritual element of the world and its people. We're just earth, you know. Everything we are and everything we've ever seen and worked with has been at one time earth. And we come and go.
Maxwellton's breeze are bonny, as early falls the dew, and 'tis there that Annie Laurie gave me her promise true, gave me her promise true, that ne'er forgot shall be. And for bonny Annie Laurie I would lay me down and a deed.